You won't believe what happens next. The murderer could be one of 5, and the camera shifts back in time. This time, let's talk about Manny. One night, he approached Vincent, crying about his wife wanting a divorce. Did he accidentally date the wrong one? Turned out, after Manny strayed, the woman spilled the beans to his wife. Naturally, she couldn't handle the truth. Didn't she ever hear silence is golden? Manny hopes Vincent can persuade his wife not to believe that woman. As a good friend, Vincent can't bear to see Manny suffer, so he magically agrees. But the result is shocking. Well, explain later. Back to now, Chris offers a drink like a comfort for Vincent. Chris blames Vincent for putting them in this mess, and Vincent is genuinely sorry. They still have no clue who the real, but they must figure out how to deal with the body. Yet Philip asks how to get rid of the handcuffs. Should they saw off Sarah's? Coincidentally, Vincent and Chris had gone to the attic and caught Philip torturing a prostitute. Seeing the white powder on the table, Chris connects the dots instantaneously. Philip's high again, leaving Chris unsure how to react. To avoid chaos, Philip and Vincent give all valuables to the quiet lady. Only then does she agree not to call the police and hurries away. Philip owes Vincent a big favor. After bringing this up, the previously furious Philip finally calms down and stops targeting Vincent. What a surprising change. Favors can really give you a headache. After all this chaos, everyone is still totally clueless about everyone has shared a secret. Then Luke suddenly declares he has one to share too. Turns out, Luke doesn't date. He loves to spy. He secretly installed hidden cameras in the attic to capture sweet moments with Delavez. In the end, he sorted the videos into DVD. Unfortunately, Vincent didn't inform anyone, causing Luke to miss Sarah's big news last night. He wanted to know who killed Sarah. But Luke's sneaky filming technique dawns on Vincent. Vincent realizes it might be a setup by his wife, June. The cheating wives probably knew about the attic secret. The scene shifts back to a charity dinner where Chris' wife warns him picking a certain spot might make him lose everything. It sounds like a warning, but Chris is reading between the lines at that moment. Meanwhile, Vincent runs into Philip's father-in-law at the party. They share a little-known secret. Just recently, at a bar, they happened to encounter Philip's father-in-law enjoying a drink with a young lady. As the prominent local businessman, Philip's father-in-law doesn't want this to leak. The aftermath would be severe. He promises Vincent, as long as he keeps quiet, hellhound over a real estate project design job. Vincent happily agrees, but fast forward to today, he still hasn't heard a peep. So, Vincent intentionally brings up that day in front of Philip's father-in-law. Talk about showing the blade. Clearly Vincent is attempting to play hardball to get compliance. The scene shifts back to Chris again. Chris gets a text from his secretary, telling him to go to the restroom. On arrival, he meets the infamous mayor. Although the mayor knows this secret, he didn't come for that, instead to talk about Vincent. The mayor wants Chris to warn Vincent not to self-destruct recklessly. This, of course, refers to Vincent threatening Philip's father-in-law. But Chris is utterly lost on what he's talking about. He actually suggests that the mayor should never meet the secretary again, calling it a deal. It's just bought happiness. Crucially, the mayor told Chris he believed there was no financial deal between them. Just then, the mayor tries to elaborate but is interrupted by the secretary who emerges from the bathroom. After the mayor leaves, Chris asks if the mayor's words are true. When Philip questions her, the secretary says their first encounter was for money, but later it was about feelings. Chris wonders who pay, but the secretary won't elaborate. Meanwhile, 2 guys try to chat up Philip's sister. Philip freaks out, so his father-in-law angrily kicks him out, never wanting to see him again. After Philip leaves, Vincent comforts his sister. Unbeknownst to him, Sarah, his lover, watches. Sarah realizes she's just one of Vincent's many lovers. Furious, she storms up to him demanding an explanation. Vincent claims that the girl is just his buddy's sister, but Sarah's gut tells her there's more to this story than Vincent. She forces Vincent to make a choice between his wife and all his girls. Sarah then makes a beeline for Vincent's wife. Vincent tries to stop her, but doesn't dare get close to her. Thankfully, at the critical moment, Luke helps Vincent. He warns Sarah of regrets. After cooling down, Sarah thinks it over and reluctantly leaves. Meanwhile, Vincent's wife's gaze towards him seems to have shifted. After all, a woman's intuition is second only to Sherlock Holmes. Now, back to the present. Vincent is deep in thought when suddenly he feels dizzy. Just when he's contemplating it all, the other 4 suddenly speak up. It turns out all was orchestrated by the others. The reason for Vincent's dizziness? Chris had spiked his drink. Until the drug kicked in, the others finally spilled the truth. This morning, Luke discovered a note left for Vincent. There were many sleeping pills on Sarah's bed. Clearly, she overdosed because of Vincent.